watching Jay in the Morning with your host Jay Harlem and Jay Moggenheim live on Mog TV.
Yeah. It's Friday. You tuned into the number one morning show in the Polyverse, Jays in the Morning. What it is, Jay? What's going on?
What's going on?
Chilling, man. Another
Episode
day.
6. Another day.
Episode 60. 60.
60.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. It's all right. You know, it's a special day, man. Episode 60. You know, fucking Knicks are going to win today.
I knew you were going to say some dumb shit.
Don't hate on the Knicks, man. Hate on the Knicks.
Yeah, here we go. Knicks with a little game 6. Episode 6.
Listen. This it's all scripted, bro. It's all scripted. I'll tell you what, they Vegas took another grab off of that last game because they got fucking killed.
Hey, I would say this. Every game they have led the Knicks by 25 points. Every game.
No, every game they've always, like, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna be real. Now I'm a fan. I'm a Knicks fan until I die. You know what I'm saying? But if Boston would have had their game anywhere near the game they played that last game, it would have been over for the Knicks. You know that. It would have been over.
Oh, they got that tonight. Don't worry.
Oh, no. It's over tonight. They home. It's over tonight. It's over tonight. Listen. You know what happened last time on the airwaves? What do you want to do? Hey, what do you want to do?
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
You know what I'm saying? I got Shayla Mark is already waiting for me for a couple of days out there. You know what I mean? Mint pillow and a mint and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
You worried?
Listen. They're gonna take care of Boston tonight, and you're gonna enjoy the Knicks games. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it in your voice. That's just hope talking. That's all good. I ain't tripping.
What you hear in my voice is me lighting up a blunt. That's what you hear. That's what you hear. Me lighting up a blunt. That's what you hear right here. You know
all right, I'm gonna like my little
tonight. It's done tonight.
Okay.
Knicks and 6.
The Knicks and 6. All right.
I never called it before. Tonight I'm calling it.
Okay, Rasheed.
Because if it don't happen tonight, it's fucking done.
It's done. Hell yeah, you go back to Boston. That ass is done.
Yeah, it's over, bro. It's over. Yeah, it has to happen tonight. No fucking question about it. Like, it has to happen tonight, man. Let's see what it is.
I got load some clips.
And
don't keep talking for.
Then Cleveland, right? The Cleveland got fucking rocked.
Yeah, they got rocked.
The Pacers, Denver and Thunder are at it. They tied it up going to game 7.
It's over for the Thunder, bro.
What you mean? Didn't they just tie it up?
No, I think what's name was ahead. It was an elimination game for, you know what I'm saying?
Also, the Nuggets caught up because I haven't been watching that series.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
The Nuggets caught up.
I've been so tied up to the Knicks shit. I haven't been watching.
I told my boy, I said the Knicks can't win because they already went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking game 3.
Yeah, this is the motherfucking NBA Finals right here. Like, real talk. Regardless of what happens, this right here is the NBA Finals for us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like and it's being the Boston, New York, all that. It's like,
yeah, exactly. This is like some last level boss shit. You got to beat them in order to, you know what I mean, in order to see what's going on. But even then, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Pacers, they knocked out the number 1 seed. They not no joke right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, they not no joke. And think, Pacers was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Think about it.
Yeah.
You know? Like they were
I'm saying it's not surprising who's in these finals because they were there last year.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
And I knew Cleveland wasn't that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even during the year when they was whooping ass, I'm like, nah. The same thing with OKC. You know what I mean? Yeah, they are the young guns. They got the best record and all that shit, number 1 seed overall, all that shit. But I'm like, depending on who they match up against, you know what I mean, that veteran's gonna take them out. So I thought, so this kind of playing out in Indiana, a strong sleeper squad, you know what I mean? You don't count on them, but you're like, yeah, they're blowing cats out. Halliburton
we're gonna see what happens. Everybody's talking about the conspiracy theory now on how these guys got the first. Was it Dallas got the first pick of the NBA?
Yeah, I think
after
like the lowest.
That's man. Crazy.
That's but them crazy. Always been fucking what's the word I want to use? Fucking
rigged.
Rigged. Yeah. Even to LeBron, this thing. I remember LeBron did an interview and he kind of alluded to it. He was like, I understood the assignment. He was like, yeah, I got drafted at home, blah, blah, blah. Derrick Rose to the Bulls. Same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got these teams that had like go fucking anomaly chances to get the damn shit, but when they got their hometown players, like, come on, man, Now, I mean, I like the squad they could put together. This shit play out on paper. Like, man, they're gonna have a beast ass squad with Cooper, fucking AD, Kyrie, Clay, and man.
But let's keep it real. Do they need Cooper right now?
Yeah.
Nope. No.
Why not?
Because they could give him up for some couple round draft picks instead of, you know what I'm saying, give that one guy up for more.
Why would you do that?
Because he's not experienced yet. He's good at college level.
You hold on to the number one pick, just like they did before. Who was the number one pick they had before?
Listen, you get him or you sell him. You get him or you sell him.
You don't sell him. When you sell him, you look back at 4 years and you be like, oh, I'm OKC. You be like, damn, I got rid of Harden, fucking KD, and Russell. You know what I'm saying? Then you look at a franchise, you be like, bro, we had all that shit. Or you be like Toronto, like I had fucking T-Mac and Vince at the same time. Man, they'd be a fool to get rid of that boy. They pick up Cooper Flag. Just think about it. Before him, you had fucking Luka. Before him, you had Dirk. And you had Chris.
That's what I'm saying. So by picking him up, you saying he's gonna be the future face of the franchise.
Hell yeah.
I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. I think he's a face of the NBA, but I think he's gonna be one of them players that's gonna disappoint. Like I think he's gonna be like
he's gonna be a bust.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know for some reason. I don't know. It's for some reason. I hope I'm wrong. He plays good. He plays good. Don't get it fucked up. He plays good. I just feel like he's gonna be one of them players that it's like you wait and you know he looked good in college. He's paused and he's doing what he got to do. But once he hits the NBA, he's not gonna be able to do exactly what everybody expected him to do. Like. Everybody can't take the same fucking pressure, pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the pressure bust pipes. However, I like it. He was good, bro. Duke players do well in the NBA, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good system they come from. He's a big body. You know what I mean? He ain't like his game could translate well. You know what I mean? He's a big
That's
man.
What I'm saying. Will he do better in a team that needs a star or ones that already have stars on them? That's what I'm trying to say.
It's fine. I mean, he ain't gonna be the superstar of the team already. But he's very good. He ain't gonna be better than AD. But who better to have another 7 foot? You know what I'm saying? He gonna be just like AD, minus being fucking fragile. Word, bro. That's a tough line right there, man. And they ain't that because the Dallas Mavericks is under crazy scrutiny. The fucking GM for fucking trading Luke. Sounding stupid. Remember, he got on the news and just sound more dumb. I didn't realize how important Luka was to the city. You motherfucker, they burning, you know what I'm saying? They're burning your name for trading that man. So now they got new hope, but it's crazy. I mean, shout out to Dallas.
I was to say now they're kissing his ass because you know what I'm saying? He got the pick now. You know what I mean?
But that's good for the NBA too, because you got another, you know what I mean? Like you remember we were saying the NBA is the product in total, like the NFL. We make the other team, we can't have just Dallas is a big market. You know what I mean? If we can put another star over there, that's going to be Jerry. That's going to be Marquis. That's going to be, you know what I'm saying? I think.
Yeah, because the Cowboys haven't done nothing in a long time, so definitely need something over there.
The Mavericks are holding down the city and shit.
Oh, but didn't Alex Rodriguez buy the team?
I think he's
right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
If he got that.
because old boy sold it, right? Mark Cuban.
Well, he sold his shares, yeah, or whatever. He's not the. I don't think he's a minority owner now, or I don't know if he even got any shares no more because.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's sold because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think A-Rod has a piece of that. Like, I think it's gonna get like next year. I'm not sure. We gotta look that up, but I think it's A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Yeah.
Right. 8. Hold on, still loading these clips up too. So, but yeah, it's looking interesting though. Tonight will be a good game for sure, as we know. And Monday you're gonna be boo-hooing.
No, I mean tonight I won't be boo-hooing unless they lose 7. I mean, God forbid we lose tonight. I mean, I'm like, well, we still got a chance. That's how I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? It's anybody's game now. Now it's do or die. You know what I mean? But like tonight, tonight ain't do or die. Tonight is the freebie. Like that last game was
I like that you think. I hope your squad thinking like that. Tonight's the freebie, man. Hey,
no, that was the last game. Boston game was the freebie. We gave him that. We wanted to finish it in New York. We want to shut down.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was the next one I like to hear. They said, "No, we just lost, so we could win at home." No, you
bring
do
it
that
back
shit in the finals.
Bring it back, bro. Listen,
like the confetti ain't gonna fall.
I'm gonna tell you why they did this, bro. Because they're not gonna beat the Pacers. So like, let them know what it feels like just to get to the conference and get close again. You know, bro, we gave them something.
The Celtics is way better than the Pacers, though.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So the Knicks
if y'all get through Boston, which y'all not, but if y'all did,
I'm just saying,
I would root for y'all.
It's gonna be tough with the Pacers. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't, because we took out the champs. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? It shouldn't, because we took out the champs. Shit, the motherfuckers, they need to take out White. White needs to get like fucking kidnapped or something today before he shows. Yo, that motherfucker was shooting so many threes. Fuck him. White was fucking on fire off the rip. His threes alone had most of the points right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I didn't even when I tuned to it, they was already making it happen. And then I watched the replay and the highlights. I was like, yeah, he was hitting them with some daggers. You know what I mean? I'm like,
if you ain't never watched basketball and you only watch it on the playoffs, you ain't know who these people were. You found out who White was last game.
Playoff.
Like, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, oh, he plays with Tatum. Since when?
Just all year.
Where the fuck they got him from?
Yes,
that's how he was lighting the shit up, bro. That's crazy.
After White cut his fucking little hairdo off, he been a G.
I was wondering. I was like, that guy looks weird like that. Yeah, I don't know.
They was clowning him. He's had a little fucking.
That's what it was. That's why he looks different. Okay.
He did it last year, actually, but yeah, that shit was hilarious when he cut his hair off. It's like after they was roasting him.
Now he's more aerodynamic now.
And he used to have a little headband and his little head, you know, he had a 6 head, not a 4 head or a 5 head. This shit was like worse than Stephen A. And then he had a little.
That's what I'm saying. He look weird. He look weird right now. That's what I was like, who the fuck is that? That's White.
Mm-hmm.
Check the roster. Who the fuck is that?
All right, hold on.
Yeah,
I got the clips.
They need to win tonight, man. What time is the game tonight, man?
8 o'clock.
All right, I'm gonna pick up my sons after they get out of school, bring them back, cook some dinner. Then we'll be ready for the game.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, we'll be ready for the game, man.
All right.
Orange and blue tonight, man. Orange and blue.
Yeah, I got my Celtic shorts on. I went and talked to my dad a little while ago. He got his
Celtic shorts. Oh, since when are you a Celtics fan all of a sudden?
All of a sudden,
Detroit is sleeping right now, bro. You
I
talking
got to do
about?
with anything. I ain't got to roll with my state.
So you went and got a Detroit a Celtics pair of shorts after Detroit lost? What you saying?
No, bro, hold on. I ain't been playing here. Something real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back.
He was a Celtics fan ever since that boy said anything's possible. When Tatum was like, "We did it." When you became a Celtics fan, Mark. I mean, I've always been a Celtics fan of the players, like Bird and them. You know what I'm saying? Like the team as a whole, I ain't never rock with them as a whole. Gary. What up, Jamie's? What it is? West Side. What up, West Side? Go ahead.
So yeah, man.
So you're gonna show me your Larry Bird autograph fucking basketball card?
Yeah. Well,
send that. Matter of fact, put that on the line. That's on the line tonight for the Knicks game. Just send that over here.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah. So first, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, shout out to my dog, Tatum. You know what I'm saying? But
Tatum, it shot him, man. He done.
You know, we got the Bird.
It took him out.
Bird jersey. The other ones is down in the other fucking in the box. I got several
Bird in them.
You know what I'm saying?
Bird in them. So you rocking the Bird in them tonight. You rocking the Bird in them tonight.
And just in case.
Oh man.
To Minnesota Vikings, but we Celtics all day over here, baby. Got a blanket and all that. You know what I mean? So,
man.
We real Celtics fans.
Undercover Detroit fans.
Nah, no pissing.
Oh man. So that's why you was willing to put the bet on the line, because you really thought your team was gonna do back-to-back W's. See, I didn't know how important that was to you right there, sir. Now I know.
They're about to do it again.
Now they're not doing nothing. You about to get packed up. Pause. You going home, bro. You going home. We're gonna send you home. We're gonna send you on a bus back home. Not even a flight. They're gonna put you on the first class bus. They was like, listen, we can't charter the flight. We got no airtime.
Because Westside TMZ pulled up. Shout out to Westside in the morning.
That's why the Knicks is gonna win.
Salute to you, my brother.
I don't know what y'all think out there in the chat, man. Who y'all think gonna win tonight? The Knicks or the Celtics? Listen, man. I'll tell you what, they definitely ain't gonna be another blowout tonight. If they fucking lose, it's gonna be as close as the same way they won before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That bullshit that happened last time, that shit ain't happening no more. Y'all made fucking heart bleed. Fucking gushed out. They elbowed that motherfucker to the head. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Y'all drew blood first.
Mm-hmm.
It's open season now, motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay.
It's open season. Everybody been waiting for the tension to rise up in the game, and now this is it. Y'all need this. It's win or go home for y'all. Period. It's you going home regardless. Okay. It's either win and go home and try again, or just go home.
Okay, Mr. Jokes. Okay, funny guy.
I'm just saying, listen, I'm gonna be real. Boston should have never let it get this far. I know this for a fact, and so do you. It took them a while to get the kinks out. Or maybe Tatum needed to get hurt so the rest of the team could do what they had to do and stop relying on Tatum. And again, it wasn't like Tatum was a fluke because he was still doing what he had to do. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But tonight, I think my man Brunson time, heart time, Nobi.
Hey, like in Lord of the Rings when the fucking Uruk or whatever, when they was like, tonight we dine on man flesh. Tonight we dine on Nick. Tonight we dine on Nick. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all not doing shit, bro. Y'all doing nothing, bro. Listen, it's over. It's over for Boston. Believe it, man.
All right.
Matter of fact, we're gonna have. I think Bando might be downtown. You can watch Bando's page tonight. You can let y'all know how crazy he is. Yeah, Bando from the Bronx. He's from the Bronx.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Bando. Yeah,
shout out to Bando.
He was there last time when they won.
When they won what?
Yeah. That last remember when they won that second game out there?
It started in 1970 something when they won. What are you talking about?
Nah, come on, man. Listen, your season's about to be over today. Y'all hoping and praying. Y'all like, we don't understand. How could this happen? New York, not New York. We're Boston, baby. Boston.
360. Remember I told you I found a memory card that I was looking for. It had Pattaya footage and shit on there.
Yeah, you told me you found it. And
I did.
Hidden. Yeah. Where you lost it again?
No. I just I finally looked through the footage, and one thing in particular that I was really looking for was I had a 360 cam footage riding a bot bus, and it was some cool footage. I know it was gonna look good just because of how I was, and I was in traffic, and I had the camera all crazy by other cars and shit on 360. It'll translate well, but I stood at what a bot bus looks like, right? You seen them in the ice in them videos?
Yeah, like them little scooters. Yeah.
No, well, they're not. Those are tuk-tuks, but the bot bus is like a pickup truck with a cage on the back that people ride in type shit.
Okay.
And probably can fit 10, 12 people, and you can stand up on the edges. But if you stand, I had a good spot, but somebody saw me recording already. So when he hopped on the bot bus, he started narrating my video, being funny, but it worked out because he was like, "Yeah, you watching YouTube?" And because he already saw that I was doing. He knew I had something going on, so he hopped on the bus, started narrating. You know what I mean? As if on cue almost. You know what I'm saying? So I know that I was like, damn, I couldn't wait to get home and watch that footage because I'm like, that's gonna be funny. People gonna assume that I knew that guy, but he really just hopped on the bus and started talking to the camera. Then he was like, "Did I do good?" And then he was Israeli, so we kind of started talking. That was right when the little war started popping off over there. So talk a little bit about that for a quick second. But yeah. All right, let me see here. Let's see here. We got clips on clips on clips. Where we starting today on these clips?
No. I think the last one I sent you was pretty good. That's number 10.
Let me see here. I gotta look. So you're saying clip 10 is what you want to see?
I think either one. 1001 was either one. I forgot it. I didn't write them down this time.
Oh, you didn't write them down. In that case.
No. Yes, I'm saying just go with it. We'll rock.
Whatever.
Eeny, miny, mo.
Oh yeah, these little badass kids. I've been seeing this video, man. With the guns.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? Yo, they look like you wanted to get it popping, bro. They look like they were watching Heat.
Hey girls, can you guys drop that? Talk to me. Just go ahead and drop that. Drop it.
They shot. The kid's gun went off, right? From them playing with it, or did cops shoot it out their hand?
No. The cops shot like a warning shot to scare them. You know what I'm saying?
But it was like a rubber bullet or something. Did they shoot at them like a non-lethal round there first?
Yeah, non-lethal. They shot it towards their direction, not at them. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Because you see, they dropped that shit.
Hey,
No, they didn't drop nothing. He still got the gun. Watch.
Just go ahead and drop that.
Oh.
Drop it.
That little kid is ready to go.
Drop it, Sean.
Look. He's like, what? Look at him. He got it. He's ready to
Load
go.
another one. Drop it now. You're gonna get hit. Drop it.
You dropped the gun! Taser!
Who they tasing? One of the parents or some shit?
Trying to taser the kids.
Yeah, okay.
Drop
But,
it, both of you.
I don't even have a gun.
I don't have a gun. Yo, that's the shirt. You got to get that shirt made. I don't have a gun.
10:30 to 10:04.
oh, hold on. We might have that shirt already made. Hold on.
I don't have a gun. He says.
Let's run that back. I seen a longer version of this where they was, like.
Yeah, they was passing the gun back and forth.
Yeah.
The little brother had more heart. He saw he was ready
Hey,
to
girls,
go.
can you guys drop that? And come
I
talk
know
to
I
me.
heard in one video the cop was like, "Oh my god, I don't want to fucking have to shoot him."
Just go ahead and drop that.
Bro, y'all don't got. Y'all can just throw
Drop it, Sean.
They playing too many video games, bro. They don't know
Load
what
another
it
one.
is.
Drop it now. You're gonna get hit. Drop it.
You dropped the
Even if you
gun!
taser them little kids, you might kill their ass, right?
Drop it, both of you.
I don't even have a gun.
I don't have a gun.
Now, if I'm now, is there any more context to the story, like whose gun it was, or any more of that?
Most likely somebody's parents' gun.
Yeah,
You know-
that parent is in fucking trouble.
You know what
I
I'm
would
saying? Some having. Or it could have been a ghost gun. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
That was his mama's gun or something, a little white, little 25, 22, it looked like. Yeah. They done snuck that out. It wasn't locked up like it was supposed to be.
Yeah, he was ready to go though. You saw he was ready. He was tactical ready. He took
did
the
have a
grip.
little stance, like he had
Exactly. He wasn't. He wasn't playing.
Yeah. He
He's
wasn't
like,
playing,
come close if you want to.
but he was about to check
Then-
out the game.
He said, I don't have a gun.
Oh man, that shit was crazy.
I don't have a gun, little man. It's crazy. He's not playing around. He's like, then they took, he's still saying it. I don't have a gun. And he took the gun out of his hand. Yo, that's a classic right there. Like, what the fuck were they thinking though? That's the crazy shit right there. Like, well, who are they gonna shoot? Who are they gonna go after? Like you went and got that gun for a reason. And and it wasn't the first time they had the gun. Put it that way. The way they were with it, the way they were comfortable, like the whole video.
Passing it back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, that's what I got the shorter version. With the longer version of the video, they're literally both have the gun.
Back and forth. Yeah, I did see that too.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, and then like they were scared. Like, here, you take it. No, you take it. Like,
Yeah. Then the little kid was like, "You little bitch, let me take this shit. I'll show you how to do this, son."
Yeah, I want to see the follow-up story to that shit for sure because I want to hear what the
Ain't nothing
parents
gonna happen to them little ass kids.
No, I mean
They gonna-
maybe something should happen to the parents though, for sure. Like you should get some charges for sure. Like yo, you gonna have your son them got a standoff if they didn't find
I
your
mean,
gun.
depending on the state, they could take the firearm away. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want them to take the kids away. For sure they're gonna take the fire.
I mean, they could definitely take the kids away too. That's negligence.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Parents.
saying. Mike could take the kids away. You definitely getting a DCS stop at your house like that. See, but the first thing, if I'm investigating their house, I'm just going straight to the kids' room and seeing if they grand theft. I bet you they do. Bet you they do. I'm not, I love theft, but I'm like, bro, that shit there. I remember when that shit first came out. I mean, not first came out, it's been out for years, but the last, I don't know, when 5 came out, shit, 5 been out for 10 years or so, right?
Bro, they got that shit from Call of Duty. Fucking Grand Theft Auto.
I just remember watching my young cousins play, right? It's like, oh, we're gonna go play some GTA. And I'm just, just listening to them while they little and they all passing the joystick around and shit. I want to play next, but just watching what they do while they're in it. Like, oh, we finna go shoot at the police, type shit. And it's like, damn, bro. Because real talk, like the other day I couldn't find the disc I was gonna play when I got out of work. I just had an urge I'll log on to the game and just try to run my stars up and tear some shit up as long as I can. And I'll crave that. So I'm like, bro, that shit's bad. GTA is the devil. GTA is the devil. GTA is the devil.
Wait till they VR that shit where they get to run around and that shit like Call of Duty.
Or something new. What's gonna be the next game like that that's gonna revolutionize? You know what I mean? We've had Call of Duty, you've had GTA.
They're gonna put a real person. It's gonna be a real person actually doing
with the AI shit. You ain't gonna be able to even tell. It's gonna be like,
but it's gonna be a real person. Remember they had that shit. It was like a prisoner that they put like a chip in these motherfuckers and they could move them around. They were controlled by somebody, and they signed up for this shit. And if they survive, they get to go free. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Like a game player mode type shit. That's the next wave of entertainment. You gotta remember everything because of the wave of entertainment, how shit is. Why do you think they slowed that shit down? Because in reality, at the end of the day, people are gonna get bored and they're gonna want to see that shit more realistic. You understand?
Yeah.
It's gonna have to get more real. And if it don't get more real, then why would they gonna keep playing it? It's gonna get boring to them because remember, they already desensitized them. You understand what I'm saying? So when you did that, now you still showing graphical shit when they're seeing real live shit and going to have access to the dark web. That video game shit ain't gonna cut it no more. Like, yeah, it's still there, but like I said, unless it's interactive like the other games, and even all that other shit is gonna get cut off because everybody's tired of purchasing the same game over and over again. So they're gonna get tired of that shit.
I guess in reference to that side note, I mean, your sons is what age?
17 and 16.
Oh, okay. So they older. They missed the
yeah.
But even at 17 and 16, it's a whole crazy world. So yeah, all right. So at this age, not to transition, like what are your talks with them about just wild shit in the world? Do they come to you like, Dad, I know they got friends that get in trouble and all kind of shit. Like,
I mean, I presented to them since they were little. I showed them like the real world, how shit goes, you know what I mean? Because being out here in Harlem, I show them how shit is, how when people make bad decisions, I show them how the block is, you know what I mean? What they don't need to be doing, you know what I mean? Shit like that. I just basically teach them how to think before they do shit. Because at the end of the day, they're going to make a decision on their own. I'm not going to always be there to help them make the better decision for themselves. They got to understand what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying?
And them being, what you said, 16 and 17, are they like, they hang tight? They like friend brothers, or there's a dichotomy? They friend brothers when they here with me. When they in Jersey, they like different apartment brothers. They got their own world. The oldest one is chilling outside, and the youngest one, he don't chill outside too much. He be inside mostly. But they live together, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They live with their mom.
I didn't know if you had. Know if he was a gigolo out here, you had, you know what I'm saying?
Nah. Same. My ex-wife, yeah.
I got
what
you.
What up, Jerry Jones?
Salute, Jerry Jones.
DJ, what up, DJ? So yeah, that's basically what it is. Shit is crazy out here. So I just try to keep it as simple as possible, but also give them the life lessons at the same time, because when it comes to school and everything else, everybody's got it the same way. But, now college has become like high school. It's just another piece of paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So it's definitely who you know even more now than before.
Definitely. So let's see here. Moving along to the next clip. Let me see if I have any of the previous assets. I thought I had some shit loaded up from before.
Yeah. Get ready. It's about and today they got the Subway Series going on too. They
Oh,
sat
I forgot that.
so
Yeah, baseball season.
so
It's early though in the
so
season.
those little bitch ass out. They sat him down. They was like, nah, we're gonna let him rest.
Who's that?
Soto, who he didn't sign. Remember, he left the Yankees to go with the Mets.
Oh, so you a
So
Yankees
today's
guy, right?
I'm a Yankees first before I'm a Met fan. Yes,
Okay.
I'm a New York fan, but I'm a Yankees first.
I used to like
before I'm a
I used to
Met.
like the Mets when I was younger because why the fuck did I used to like the Mets?
Darryl Strawberry probably.
Yeah, Daryl Strawberry. I like the colors because they got the same colors as the Knicks, right? Almost, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the same
And then-
colors, exact same colors.
And then it was something I like that. Isn't their mascot? Is this the baseball or what is? I don't know.
Yeah, it's the baseball. Yeah.
Then everybody like New York, you know what I'm saying? So I used to always think that, okay, well, that's the rich team, and the Mets was the, you know what I'm saying, the gritty team.
The Yankees always been like the Lakers, just the
exactly, because they always got
the
all
Cowboys,
the
the most expensive. Yeah, everybody hate them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that was another reason why I was like, well, I rocks with the Mets. But I mean, I like the Tigers is my baseball team though.
Oh yeah.
That was
You sure it's not the Boston Red Sox?
Nah. I've been to a Red Sox. I've been to a Red Sox game. Shout out to that. But no, it's
we're gonna have to get your alliances together.
Yeah, I got to stick with one state.
No, you don't gotta stick with one state. I just gotta figure them out so I know next time. You know, so when it comes to these wagers,
the Minnesota Vikings
make.
and the Boston Celtics is all from my dad. Like he liked them, so I like them. I don't, that's why I know that shit's powerful. Like I don't care what it was.
No, Minnesota's always been a good team. I always fuck with them. They play really good. So
and then
I fuck with Minnesota.
That was because of my dad, and then because he's not baseball, he's a Dodger fan. So like last year, well, actually, it's been really good for him. Like us,
I'm about to say they living it up in Dodgers.
Yeah, but like my dad. Okay, so we had, we Michigan football. So Michigan won a national championship. Pops got to see that, right? Boom, he was all happy about that. Celtics won the fucking NBA championship.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Then the Dodgers had won the World Series, right?
Yeah.
And recently, so yeah, he had like his team's been on fire. So I was like, check you out. I said, you damn near got all that shit happening in the same year. If Michigan would have won the same year, I'm like,
y'all should have been rich, boy. Should have been betting on them fucking teams, and you should have bet that shit at the beginning. Y'all would have bet Dodgers and Boston last year to win the World Series and NBA Finals.
Well,
y'all would have got paid.
But Boston was the favorite last year already, though.
Yeah, but it don't matter. It's still a futures bet. It's still good.
Yeah, if you just throw like I'm sure there's plenty of fucking diehard season ticket holders that just slapped fucking $100 for the whole shit. Like I'll bet 100.
More than that. Yeah. More than that.
Yeah, for sure, 1,000. Fuck it. Better rack.
Yeah, shit.
Let that into
minimum.
The budget.
Exactly.
Budget for the team, whatever season tickets.
Because here's the thing, that goes into the season tickets. Exactly.
Add one more $1,000 and put the motherfuckers on for the whole championship. And if they hit it, then that paid for the season tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fucks with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found they didn't show the picture of them kids, but I found the image of the kids. They showed the they didn't say their names, but I found the picture of them. Just was looking here and shit. Here they go.
Oh, shit.
That was them. Found them.
I don't have a gun.
Yeah, that's them kids. So shout out to them little bad motherfuckers. Shout out to the good fellas here. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, we got a big trip coming up. If y'all haven't heard, you know what I mean? It's going to be the big CTG move here next week. Stay tuned. Going to have some fire definitely some fire content coming out from that. I'm sure we're gonna do a live or two while we at it, you know.
That's gonna be crazy out there. When is it? Next week? 2 weeks?
Book, I still got to book my air. No, that's next weekend. So next Tuesday.
Damn, that's it. May's almost over. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I know, bro. And it even hasn't.
June. These kids gonna be out of school.
Usually, like in May. Well, yeah, summertime came fast as fuck.
That's nuts.
Came fast as fuck. Yeah, shout out though.
That was crazy.
Shout out to the CTG. This is what it's gonna be going down.
CTG. You gonna get some lives out there, CTG? It's gonna be going down.
Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna definitely get something going on. Definitely something. You know, we can't.
You have to get a special guest or something on the show. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give them something. Special guest on the show or something. You know, while you down there. You know.
All right, yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll do that on Friday. The Friday show. Especially if I got some good Wi-Fi, we'll do something. Something for sure.
You gotta reach out to the pros, man. Intuition. You gotta call them.
Yeah, you go.
I'm just laughing because they were upset that I called them a good production team, but yet they were selling themselves as exactly that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I didn't get that.
Would they reach out to you, or how you know they was upset?
Oh, because somebody had told me they had said something when I was going off on the panel because I was defending Future. When I was like, these guys act like somebody want to see their content, la la la. I was like, they just good production people. Nobody give a shit about their content. Like, I didn't even know who they was. Rello said they name, and they were cameramen. That's all they was to us. People that had good quality shit. Nobody cared about their content. And then the whole shit was the whole show when Keith and Rello, it was like, yeah, you gotta just pay for our ticket and we'll go and we'll film everything for you. We'll slut it out for 7 days. And it was just, but what was funny was they were on live literally telling the chat and trying to convince Keith and Rello that, hey, yeah, hire us. We know we got the good quality stuff. You know we're gonna film it. We could pre-cam it if you want. And exactly what I basically gave them credit for since day one, right? They were a great production team. They got good quality material. That's what I always said. But they got offended because I said that. But yet it was so funny that at the end of the day, that's exactly what they put themselves out to be. But they want to go, yeah, it's the Intuition, Keith's Rello trip, No, it's the Rello Keith trip and you're filming it. Stop putting yourself in the title. You can just say production by. There's nothing wrong with that. Remember, I've always said, like, there's nothing wrong with being the best at what you do. You don't have to be a content creator. You're recording the content. There's nothing wrong with that. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that at all. That's what's up. That's why I never took that away from them. That's the crazy shit. So that's why I laughed when they was like, yeah, we'll film it. We'll do it like this and like that, Paul. And I was like, exactly. That's what I always said. Now you saying exactly what I said, but you was tight when I said it, though. You know what I mean? But that's a new trip coming up. Father and son reunited. Keith and Rello going down, the originals. That's the original father and son. They back. They together again, folks. They did it. Because I don't know if y'all remember, we need to get some clips. I'm going to be better than you, Dad. You'll see 1 year from now. And now they're back to and now they're together again, back reconciled. Gonna do this trip to Thailand in September. Stay tuned. Shout out to them. Rello and Keith getting together, back at it again, father and son.
Yeah, that's
The
crazy.
true original Batman and Robin.
Yeah, that's just wild.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even want to go down that whole fucking.
come on.
That yeah, that's just crazy. That's just fucking crazy. Just don't even fucking get me started on that shit.
With another enemy filming it. That's the
that too, but that, you know what I'm saying? Rello has been the fucking for real. Rello, I mean, he's influential in the space. When I'm saying that, like a lot of things happen on his channel as a result of him.
Yeah. He created his own little wave. He created his own wave. Yeah.
Go back. Yeah, but I just go on this little quick fucking tangent. Yeah. That was the reason why he was trying to fall out, you know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to get us to hate Rello like he did, you know, trying to disassociate with Rello. That's when he's taking shots at me. That's when he got mad at Free, because Free did the interview. A lot of little bullshit. What happened a year or so, 2 years later? You know, even you canceled this nigga's flight. Nobody wanted to believe it.
Canceled his flight. Blame the Willies for it.
Yeah, he blamed Willie, like a lot of shit, you know.
Willie, bro, come on, son.
And then down the line, what happened? You own the motherfucking plane.
Back together.
And we still together.
They did it. Like, did you ever do that? You're my hero. We're beneath his wings, man. Finally the validation. You know? Father accepts son, son forgives father.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. That's what they're gonna be saying. Hold on with it. Chorus.
2, 3, 4. I see number 3. I'm calling like but in the end, you only turn out better than me. I'm loving your one, you got me like
yeah. So shout out to oh shit. You got one of the most famous people in my city in the building. Shout out to Mike G. He just pulled up here. Say what up to the people.
What up?
Yeah. Y'all hear about him one day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all watch the channel and shit. But yeah. One of the most influential promoters, hip-hop heads in the city. Did a whole lot. Who else you done brought to the city, bro? Snoop. J. Cole. Talk your shit. Post Malone. Wu-Tang.
ASAP
Ferg. ASAP Mob. The whole Wu-Tang. Red and Meth 2 times. Who else?
Nice.
Ed Snoop. Yeah, who we missing? We missing mad people.
SZA.
Yeah, SZA before she blew up. Yeah, everybody before they blew up. Facts. All right, man. I'll let you, bro.
That's what's up.
But yeah, man. You just stop by. Yeah, I'm gonna get you that.
Oh yeah, happy birthday! Do anything for your birthday?
Yeah, I'm going to Columbia next week. Nah, this weekend we can turn up.
Saturday, Troy's birthday.
All right, I'll come fuck with y'all. Word. All right. Yeah. All right, here we go. Next clip.
You're gonna be an old man now. How old are you gonna be? 62?
Huh? What you said? You talking crazy?
I said you're gonna be an old man now.
Huh? What you said?
You've been since you've been with the Celtics since the Bird days. You know, we just gonna say you're 62. That's what we're saying.
All right, that's cool. I'll be that.
Yeah, since they call that the grandfather clause. You know, Your
Locked in like
grandfather's
that.
claused in. There you go. You
That's
know?
cool. I'll take that. It's not nothing wrong with that.
Mhm. 62.
Because what's the first word in that? Grand, son. Grand. That means big. That means larger.
Pause.
That means no pause. Your head's in the gutter. All right, here we go. Next clip.
There we go.
Bitch. Thank you.
Yeah, here, let's
Take
record
my
this.
shit. I don't
dude.
care.
I know you don't care.
Give a shit.
Good.
Yeah. Hey,
I think you're
We'll
really
say it
cool,
again.
huh?
what?
You think you're
Say
really
it
cool,
again.
huh?
Cool?
Destroying
Yeah,
people's
yeah.
memories.
Nothing cool. This is
Yeah.
about
All right, I'll add some context. I watched this clip and it kind of made me mad. So you got
Yeah, it did. So
a
basically,
display
yeah, tell
where
him.
people
Yeah.
bring their
A male
rock-
Karen. A male Karen.
Yeah, male Karen. Well, yeah, and he's even tripping though. Like they should, yeah. Social media is gonna get him anyway because you know when you do some shit like this and everybody knows. But yeah, you got like a rock garden, I would call it, right? And
I thought it was like a fountain, but something
fountain
like
or whatever.
that.
People are painted the rocks in memorial for something, and they bring all their rocks
For somebody they lost. For
Yeah,
somebody
like a
they
lost
lost.
loved one or something. This would kind of be similar to the bench lady when it's like, I bought this bench for my sister, but it's the reverse version.
Yeah, but they wasn't throwing her bench out or
Yeah, I'm saying
breaking
it's the
the
reverse.
bench. You
This
know
was
what I
somebody
mean?
this actually disrespecting this shit. So yeah, if this happened to me and I was there, I might have had to punch dude in the face.
Really
Say it
cool,
again.
huh?
what?
You think you're
Say
really
it
cool,
again.
huh?
Cool?
Destroying
Yeah.
people's memories.
Nothing cool. This is
Yeah.
about. See this fucking shit that you got down here?
Prepare for it.
That you
Prepare
keep
for it,
painting all of these
motherfucker. Prepare
rocks?
for it. Prepare for
But
it.
don't you think he's giving him a better blessing, putting him into the water?
This is not a graveyard
That's
for
what I'm
people.
saying.
Sir,
I
just
come
don't be
down here
respectful.
I come
It's
to
not that
enjoy-
hard to be
I
just.
come to enjoy this ocean.
Then enjoy
And you
it.
guys paint, and
Then
you got rocks.
enjoy it. Leave
all
people's
kinds of
memories
paint.
alone.
Rock.
You build something
Damn, that's a lot of rocks.
It's not
though.
trash.
to make it even worse. You know, you got pieces of broken cars in here.
It's
You're a fucking bitch.
Here's a good one.
Hey, you're a
Yeah, he's disrespectful, and you know, even if it was an eyesore to some, then there's ways when you contact the city and all that
So
shit.
you guys got paint and rocks.
Yeah, you got paint. It's like, come on, man. People are coming down there doing that. You throwing that shit in the ocean.
Yeah, that's crazy. You come back, your rock is gone. Get this nigga threw it in the water. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. He's like, I come here to enjoy the ocean, not see painted rocks.
I said, bro, your ass about to be in the ocean with them rocks. Keep it up. Keep it up, bro.
And then that's assault, and he got you on assault. That's it.
Fuck.
He wins.
Yeah,
He wins. He
Fuck.
wins. That's what they want. That's what they want.
he can win. He win this motherfucking this bruise to the fucking. I hit him with one of them rocks. Like, how about this, bud? Take one of the rocks to the head.
Speaking of getting hit to the head, pause. Fill up that Tory Lanez clip. It said he got stabbed twice. He got 14 times
14
stabbed.
times,
Yeah, twice,
man.
but
14
twice in the head. One in the cheekbone. It said it ripped his fucking mouth open. Supposedly, that's what they were saying.
Yeah, I've actually done some research.
And the crazy shit is that happened right after they knew they was going to release the evidence about him not being guilty about the shit that happened, bro. That's crazy.
Exactly. Let me see which one of these clips.
I don't know which one. I think it was like
one.
8 or 7. I think it was 7.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
Yeah, we bought. Remember, I sent one, and you sent one.
Yeah.
That's why yours is set up a little better though.
But let's set the halftime up before we come back to Tory. Let them have a little wait a little bit. When we come back with that Tory story. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Salute to everybody watching, rewatching, at work or at home.
Word. We hit y'all with the halftime.
Roll up with the halftime. Right.
Yeah, I gotta set up a whole new a whole new setup because I got too many clips up in here loaded up. But shout out to this one real quick. YouTube Streets throwback. We're gonna do a double halftime.
I could have got a fucking fucking ride from what's the name for less than that. That's a player deal to me. That ride was a $90 ride. It wasn't no fucking 3-hour ride. It's not, bro. We would have still been in the car. Period. Oh God, I'm not going, bro. It don't matter. I could have went to the ATM and got it out. It don't matter how I paid them. It just mattered the amount. Man, I said $90 was fair for that ride. Period. That's the end of the story. Y'all wanted to send her some more. Hey, I'm giving this man $90 and sending him on his way. I took the ride, nigga. That ride was a $90 ride. It wasn't no fucking 3-hour ride. It's not, bro. We would have still been in the car. Period. Oh God.
Flashback Friday.
Shout out Huncho 3 times. Bitch, I'm riding with the gang. I be riding with them AKs. Side buzzing, broad they hop out, bustin' rain. All my niggas pull up on this block and let it rain. All my niggas really ready bustin' in your brain. Yeah. Bitch, you know we thuggin'. Yeah. To have a boss like this, you gotta be from the fucking streets. Yeah. How you think I made a name in the fucking streets? My little brother here, L3. Yeah. BD.
Shout out to the L3s.
L3s. Let's set them up. You know that backstory, but y'all who don't know, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, Miss Megan Thee Stallion, who was signed to Rock Nation, Hove, and the Mobs, you know what I'm saying? Costa Nostra over there holding it down. Basically, supposedly the theory is supposedly that they set Tory up for the fall. They said that he shot her foot, and supposedly that everybody was thinking it was a bullet, then it was fragments, it was cut, it was a whole bunch of bullshit. Yeah. Then they gave the chick that actually shot her at her immunity to testify, which was crazy, even though they know she did it. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. And on top of that, see, that's one thing. Do you know prior to Tory Lanez, that whole incident, do you know what he had kind of came up on? Like the fucking he had a big NFT deal. He was selling.
What they got? What you mean? Say that again. I ain't hear what he said.
You're talking to me. He had, when NFTs started going, he had made an album or whatever. He was selling some NFTs. Let me see if I can find that. But he had broke down the whole game.
Oh yeah. When he sold his album as an NFT. He sold 1 million of them for $1, and basically he changed the game with that shit.
Yeah,
you know
he was about to tell people about how to do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was selling each album for whatever they wanted because they owned it.
Yeah, let me see here. I got a video, and I think that's when it was like, just like Bill Cosby, like when you about to stumble up on something and fuck something up, and then you catch you slipping, you're done. Let me see here if I what video is this? I got two. Let me see one. They're both 3 years old. Let's load this one up. Yeah, because I remember this, and I was like, okay, that's gonna be interesting. And I think this is part of all that. You know what I mean? Share screen.
That pissed him off because he could have done it on the low, and they wouldn't have gave a fuck. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the fact that he went and posted it and said how he did it.
Yeah. All of that, brother. I think that was just about to revolutionize something. They wasn't having that.
He was killing the streaming game right there.
Yeah, he was about to disrupt the money. You were about
because you can't stream because if it's NFT and it's only one of one, there's only 1 million out there. That means only 1 million people can listen to the album
legally.
Exactly. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Everything after that is not going to be on Apple and all these other platforms. You understand what I'm saying? They losing out on money.
Yeah. Let me see.
Like of course they're gonna leak the audio and all that, but there's a difference between leaked audio, which is free to everyone, and when Apple and fucking Google and all these other motherfuckers are making money off of it.
Yeah. So let's hear this real quick. So shout out to, but this is when I noticed all that because that's when I was doing videos
for get well, man. Get well soon.
Yeah, that
crazy.
I was following this story when I was doing voiceovers for another channel. So like I dug into this one and I never thought he did it. I was like, yo, then it started coming out.
He even said he didn't do it though. He said I ain't do this shit. Like they trying to get me. And they mad because I ain't signed. And then he said it. They mad because I ain't signed.
Yes. 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 What? Yes, nigga. Yes, I know you see it. Yes. Y'all gotta understand what's going on right now. If you don't understand it, you don't understand it. That's cool. It's not on me. It's not on me. At the start of this, I told you I'm not gonna beg you to make this fucking money. Yes, nigga. You know what's crazy? I sat there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I sat there and I wondered for a long time, yo, how am I gonna get back, bro? How am I gonna get back right? They took every single avenue away from me. They took the playlisting away from me. They took every single thing they could take away from me. And you know what I said, bro? I sat there. I said, you know what? This isn't on me. This isn't a me thing no more. This isn't a Tory versus the world. This isn't that. You know what I did? I immediately went to praying. I immediately went to straight praying. The first thing I got praying, I said, God, show me a way. Show me a way. Just show me how I can get through here. Show me a way. Show me something that's different. Show me when the world is standing against me, show me a different way. And I prayed, I kept praying. And God told me he was going to bless me 1,000 times over. To the point one day I'm praying my nigga. And one day I'm all praying and it gets to this standpoint where I'm like, yo, I'll just start. It's like God just starts speaking through me, and He's telling me, and I'm praying with my man E, and I'm like, and God's speaking through me. He's just like, y'all are about to step into something that you can't even fathom the blessings of. Like you can't even fathom what this is about to be. You can't fathom what this is. And at the time I didn't understand it because they was blocking me in every kind of way. And for a second. I said, I'm not going to question it. I'm just have my faith and I'm going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And every time they try to stop me, I just kept praying. I just kept going. Y'all not understanding what's going on. Let me fully explain this to you. I told y'all, $1 for the NFTs, right? I sold these shits to my fans for $1. People came. Some people bought 20. Some people bought 5. Some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much you bought. It was only $1. You spent $60, you bought 60. I need y'all to understand. One of those copies right now is going for 50,000, 60,000, 60,000. Yo, my nigga, and these are sold. They're sold. Go look at the list right now and see how small the sellers list is getting. Y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't understand I just cracked the fucking industry? Y'all don't understand I just cracked this shit? I just cracked this whole shit. It's cracked. It's over. I cracked the whole shit. It's over. It's over. No more middleman. All y'all artists out there, fuck your label. Fuck the nigga that's telling you, yo, you gotta wait for this day on Spotify and on this. Fuck that. Nigga, it's over. Y'all gonna get paid. And your fans gonna get paid. And they gonna keep coming to you. Why? Because y'all making money together. This the digital trap house. Welcome, niggas. You're fucking welcome. We here. You understand why I'm going so crazy? I can't believe I did this shit my fucking self. This may not make sense to niggas like y'all. Some of y'all niggas, it hasn't registered yet. It hasn't got there yet. It hasn't got there. Y'all niggas like, yo, why is he screaming? Come on. Understand. Look into it. Do your research, nigga. This is revolutionary, nigga. This is history in the fucking making. It's niggas right now. I think the lowest copy right now is going for 30,000. The lowest you can sell it for. Imagine a nigga who bought 5. Imagine a nigga who spent $5. Imagine a nigga who really spent $5, my nigga. He can make 500,000 selling them bitches for 100,000 right now, and niggas are buying it, nigga. Have you niggas ever sold an album for 100,000? Yo, come
Exactly. So I think that was part of it. You know, it was like, okay, he's
Yeah,
a
as I'm
problem.
saying, you take out the
And then what?
stream. Yeah, you're killing all the platforms right there.
Yeah, and then what happens?
Even
Okay,
and
cool.
even the
That's it.
radio stations too. No exclusives on the radio station. No more promo. Nobody gets to be kiss their ass anymore. That's basically what it is. You gotta remember that these artists gotta kiss ass to promo they shit, kind of. You understand what I'm saying? Mind you, they're the stars.
Yeah.
People want to hear their music, and then everybody else in the middle wants to be a bigger star than them. Now, if you put them on the platform to begin with and created them, yeah, I get it. But if you didn't, everybody else, like, come on now, we just in your city. Like, you shouldn't have to kiss the ring to promote his shit. Like, that's why with some shit like this, what Tory did, it takes the power away from all of that and gives it back to the artist and the producer. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but aside from the music, even that, when you do something that's going to disrupt the flow and the game as you know it, there's some that person that usually discovers that, makes that invention, that discovery, like they disappear or they, you know what I'm saying, they become, you know what I mean, either way, you know, like the dude that made the battery that will recharge, you know what I'm saying, forever, the like infinite batteries you hear about, and you know they buy the patents up and these people disappear. The dude that made the car that can run off of water, you know what I'm saying, they had these strange circumstances and shit that happened to him. Tory Lanez, you know, but you know what I mean, like the Bill Cosby, you hear, okay, he did this, but what were you in position to do? You were gonna try to buy NBC. Michael Jackson, you know what I mean, you had these strange situations, you know what I mean, and he was about to get the Beatles masters or whatever the fuck that shit was going on. Prince, same shit. You about this shit that's about to be a crazy money play that, you know what I mean, like all that, bro. And Tory, you know, and then they have a Tory clip away, and then the evidence comes out that, you know, oh yeah, we want a double Tory.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
Right.
Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the fucked up part, right? Megan screwed herself because she said that he shot her. See, it'd be different if she'd be like, I ain't never said that. The people said that. The news said that. She said that. She played victim. Oh, he shot me. She never said, oh, she didn't go, I don't know who shot me. You understand what I'm saying? Neither of those two things came out of her mouth.
Yeah.
So what will happen to her career? Like, she should go to fucking jail for that. Because it's basically her testimony, her people, because it happened to her. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Then the guy talking about, oh, I didn't want an innocent man. Man, you should have said something from day one. They paid him off.
No,
what happened was the money stopped coming.
That was the driver of, or what do you say, the bodyguard of the other chick, right?
Mm-hmm. Regardless, that money stopped coming. That money stopped coming. Listen, the money stopped coming. When the information's out, people get paid to withhold information. Once that money dries up, there's no need. I get more money to give the information up than I would to keep the information. You understand?
That was like
that.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, so Tory got stabbed up 14 times, man.
Yeah,
He's still alive, though.
yeah. And then that was another narrative that it was saying it was supposed to be, you know, it was some Mexican.
A Mexican. Yeah, they sold the story. You heard the story? The story supposedly is, guys.
About the wife one? He insulted.
Yeah, the wife one. Yeah. That supposedly there was that visitation and he was grilling her. Then she said, nah, he was looking at me. Then when they went back to the cells, he went up to Tory like, why you looking at my wife? Tory's like, your wife like black dick. I'm gonna fuck her when I get out of here. And then supposedly homie just went. I mean, that story kind of would have made sense because supposedly Tory was protected in there. You know what I mean? Like nobody was fucking with him.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
But do you know what the dude that's in jail for? Like, that's a life
for murder. For murder, yeah. He got nothing to lose.
You know who he killed?
Who he killed?
He shot somebody in the face, right? You know who he shot in the face? His girlfriend, right?
The one that went to see him?
No. That's why he's doing life in prison. Do you know how old his girlfriend was?
The one he shot in the face?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Younger than your sons.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So he was sexually assaulting her, and then he killed her.
Or however, they got into an argument. You know what I mean? Like they went through the whole backstory because they was like, okay, so also, I mean, I heard a couple different things. So they was like that wouldn't be the case. Like, why would Tory Lanez, saying the man in jail? And that's the thing too. The gang and they were trying another theory about it was before this all came out was that, you know, Tory is running shit in that jail and he's helping out a lot of people. So he'd be buying a lot of shit like on Thanksgiving or whenever he was in there on a holiday, he bought the whole jail something, like all kind of shit like that. So like he's a super powerful asset. So they were like, that was like a chess move trying to get rid of him because he's bringing in a lot of that's helping, you know, like, you know, he's protected in there. He's kind of, they say, kind of running shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're like, that got the black gang super strong because they got a millionaire backing all their moves. So there's like, they try to take him out to weaken, you know what I mean, the gang shit. That was like the other prevailing theory. But then they was coming out saying, no, that dude did it on his own. We don't know why he did it. But then this story comes out and I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense, like, to me as well, because you got a fucking lifer who has nothing to lose, you know what I'm saying, doing that, you know? So, I don't know. Stay tuned. I think it's got more to do with he about to break this case and the long
that now it'll be crazy now because the shit is he survived. The guy got caught. He's not dead. You know what I'm saying? So they say hypothetically somebody gonna stab him up so he won't talk. You know what I mean?
He's going to fucking the whole.
He gonna have to tell. He gonna have to tell. He gonna have to tell him the truth because if not, somebody gonna kill him because he know too much. Everybody know that shit's bullshit. That's not what happened.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah.
We'll see, man. Tory, they might free Tory. They might free Tory, man.
But then too, but you gotta see, see how, you know, like, because they said it was in the morning time. It was just them two, like when you let people out. So it wasn't like on the main shit. And it was like the way he got stabbed. Like, how would somebody?
No, it was on the tier. It was on where he lived at.
It was like, so like when the cells popped and everybody comes out early morning, that's when they caught him. Like,
yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Like, was that, you know how in them prison movies and shit,
Listen,
they be having people that they want to set up.
They got that. They got Tory like American Me. They got him like American Me. Bro.
Exactly.
They popped the cells and they got him.
Yeah.
14 times, man. That's crazy. And even it's like they made a method. Because suppose they ripped his mouth open. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Like when they stop, like so, like you know, he's not gonna sound the same.
Yeah, it might not be bad. You know what I'm saying? He probably just
is he gonna be the new 50 Cent?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gonna, like his bro, like.
And they stabbed me 40 times. Real niggas don't die.
Definitely his legend is growing. You know, when he comes out of jail,
he's alive right now.
Yeah, and all that shit. Like he gonna, you know what I mean? If he's able to perform and do all that, gets back to his career, he gonna be on fire. He already was crazy talented, but now you got all this, your credibility just went, you know. You're gonna be the hardest
nigga.
He
just made money off his album. He just made money off his album.
That too.
He just released the album in jail.
And he was
talking.
He was mentioning some shit about that too in the album about, you know what I mean, this shit. So yeah, crazy. But what else is crazy is your other man's, your man's from Harlem, Uptown. Take that. What's up with him, man? Yeah.
Diddy, listen. I remember I told you a long time ago. Diddy was not going. He was not going to see. He was not going to stay in jail for life, man. They don't got him on these tapes poisoning nobody. They don't got him on these tapes. He's just a freak ass weird nigga. That's all it is. Ain't no crime against that shit.
Yeah, but that's not even what he's on trial for. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, he's already
exactly. The defense is doing great by letting the prosecution fuck this whole case up.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we got that first. We won't go into the whole video, but this shit's crazy.
Obstruction. These are just some of the crimes that the defendant and his inner circle committed again and again. You are going to hear about all of them during this trial. Let's start now with just one night. The defendant was on the hunt for his girlfriend, a woman named Cassie. For years, the defendant physically abused Cassie. He also sexually exploited her, forcing her to have sex with male escorts while he watched and recorded it. But that night, the defendant learned he had lost control of Cassie. He found out Cassie was seeing another man. Furious, he set out to find Cassie and that other man, but he couldn't do it by himself.
But shout out to, I think this is Da Vinci AI, I think they're using, because this AI is crazy, right?
Yeah. What up, Blake? What up, Roy?
He had a record label, Bad Boy Records, and other business.
But another thing, too, shout out to the most horrible courtroom fucking artist ever. You see these pictures, they're like, are they abstract? It was funny because I was like, bro, who's ever the courtroom painter is like, wow, that's somebody just like, you know, why y'all doing art or y'all supposed to depict? I always never understood, especially in this day and age where everything's transparent and we've seen plenty of trials.
But you don't remember in Sopranos, they said that he's like, fuck you making me look like that for? And he goes, if they were real artists, they'll be hanging in a museum somewhere.
And lingerie, wear tall platform high heels and have manicured white.
I don't know. This shit's crazy. But yeah, I think he's gonna beat this shit, man. He gonna beat it. I don't know if he ever gonna...
You know why he's gonna beat it? Because you heard what she said? She said she forced her. She said that he didn't force her. She said she liked it. She consented to it.
All these texts.
You understand? So that already right there, that got nothing to do with all that other shit. Remember, they gave him, what they did was gave him a public media trial.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? And that ain't got nothing to do with the real trial. But the shit that's crazy is, could you imagine being Cassie's husband though, and standing there while you hearing what your wife has done with another man, but she ain't never done with you?
Man. I don't even know if I want to do some of that shit with me. If you hearing all this, like, wow,
like why he did what? Yo, hold on,
that's what
girl.
I'm saying. And on top of that, so now think about this. Remember, she took that settlement. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might have been in her best interest.
But that's why it happened, because they knew that she was the only key witness that they could have to turn against her, because she's been with him the longest. You understand? She would be the one to know.
What I'm saying is, but now, I mean, maybe this probably would have went all this way even without her taking the settlement. But now it's like, now you had to get on the stand and talk about this shit. Now, I mean, that's some crazy shit that everybody, the world gets to hear. It's like, I bet you kind of regret it. You know what I'm saying? We could have just faded away.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Some rich motherfucker gonna pick up and call her if she gets divorced with this dude.
But still, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I already know. Listen, how you think Kim Kardashian grew to be what she was, nigga? Because she was already exploited. Hey, listen. There's people into that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? There's people into that crazy shit.
That shit was weak. But I hear what you're saying, but it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Like,
listen, her stock just went through the roof in the white community. In the BDSM community, her stock went through the
fire
roof
right now. Yeah, she can.
You understand? Get her for some BDSM shows to appear. They're gonna pay her like $500,000 just to do a show.
But all this, remember, kind of stemmed from, like, remember, she took the settlement and then she doubled back and then made a statement that kind of ignited this whole shit, right? You know, they got us to where we are now, and it's like, you probably should have, when you got that 50-something million or whatever the fuck, you should have just faded away at that point.
She couldn't, because she was already under subpoena. That's what I'm saying. That's why she was able to get the money, because she was already a key witness. You understand what I mean?
Like, even before, you know what I'm saying? But like before, remember, they had them tapes came out, and then she took the settlement money, and then they had, like, there was a clause where that meant, like, she still could talk about this, but whatever she took the settlement for, like, talking about this.
No, she took the settlement because that was at the end. That basically was reaching the statute of limitation, and she could file for a case against him. That's why she waited that long.
Yeah, but all that said, after she took the money, he thought she wasn't gonna talk no more, and then she talked again, and now we are where we are. Now,
she was gonna keep talking, not because he didn't really pay her. The company's insurance paid her. You understand what I'm saying?
You took money to shut the fuck up, so we thought. That's why we transactioned that money away.
Nah, they took money because she would have got more if they went to court. So they gave her a deal, and they gave her a settlement.
Okay.
That
where are we now? All right.
That was separate. Remember, that had to do with him beating the shit out of her and assaulting her for all those years. That's what that had to do with. Now, her testifying has to do with what the state has brought against Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, and what they're trying to charge him and put him away for. This is a totally different case.
That as well. However,
listen, Johnny Cochran.
When we sent money from Diddy's side, whoever it was, to give it to you, we was hoping that you would have shut the fuck up and go away.
You hope wrong. You hope wrong. You hope wrong. I'm under subpoena. She got to tell the truth.
I'm not saying that, bro, but we gave, like, listen, the reason that money was given to you from we was hoping that would silence you, right?
That's your theory. That's
why they gave her money. It was
they gave her the money because it was gonna pay her more if she took him to court herself. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All that, bro. But point being, like,
you thought they was gonna shut her up. You were gonna shut her up.
We sent money that way. It didn't work, and you kept talking. And it's like, damn. Even if they subpoenaed you or not, like, your cooperation, you could have, like, shut the fuck up, and you didn't. You know what I'm saying? And if he beats this now, he's back out.
Listen, Diddy's gonna have the biggest freak off parties ever. Everybody gonna know about it now. That's it. He gonna be at the, you know how, like, they have the X-rated awards in Vegas and shit. They got those conventions out there. He gonna be out there doing some shit, bro. Again, here's the difference. So these guys do shit in private, and just basically his private life came out publicly.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the biggest thing that's going on right now. They do so much work to hide shit, and now this shit is getting exploited. So again, that's like if you find out
we got
the
caught up in
doctor or
that.
some
Okay,
person
back
did
to
something.
my previous theory about these big cases. They, you know, when you about to fuck up some money, you know, you get exposed and try to take you out from all them random this crazy theory. So what money?
Diddy,
What was
tequila.
the Diddy thing? What was why was
He was suing the company
the liquor
saying they
company?
owed him money. Yeah, both of them. Ciroc and the other one.
So you think that was only that? Or you think it was something else too? Because I think they had a couple different things. Because also,
I mean, there's a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah,
Diddy's
because
the egotist,
like how
bro. He
Epstein
offends
had
a lot of people.
all the video evidence of all those people at his island and his parties. I mean, Diddy had a version of that with his freak off. You know what I mean? All the celebrities and shit that are implicated in this, and they're still like, dude, just keep waiting to some people that like surprise witnesses pop up and just make references to who they didn't seen there and people that are trying to just stay out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like Mary J, Usher, Bieber, you know what I mean? There's some crazy names.
Yo, but you see what's going on with Justin Bieber though? That's just crazy, yo. Nah, like a lot of the thing is back in the day, a lot of the rap artists used to get fucked over through their contracts. So it wasn't until they learned to do an audit to hire a private company to find out how much money they were really owed by these companies, and then you would sue them. So supposedly Justin Bieber's manager had, just told the world, supposedly, Justin said, oh, nah, he's been stealing from me. He owes me money. He's been taking way more than enough commission throughout my career. And so they did an audit of his manager's people did an audit, and it came out that Justin actually owed him $1 million. And then Justin's people goes, well, yeah, of course they're going to say that you owe him $1 million. We're going to hire the real people. So they hired the motherfuckers that do the Oscars. You understand?
Okay.
So them motherfuckers are legit. So they went and fuck around. They found out that in reality, after they did 6 months of auditing of all the whole shit, they found out that this nigga Justin Bieber owes his manager $8 million.
Damn.
And he ain't got the money. He broke.
Man.
How he broke after all that shit he did in his career. Like, that's insane. That's how you know them contracts are bad.
That, yeah.
Think about that, because they had this kid since he was little.
Yeah.
He's a grown man now. He got kids? Don't he got kids?
I think he has a daughter. I don't know.
I think he got a kid. That's what I'm saying. I think he got a kid. Like, come on now. And you broke, bro? How?
Yeah. This shit's wild.
Baby.
Next clip.
Justin. Everybody knows about Justin. He is under federal prosecution.
So what's up with this here?
I was just some guy getting busted for some shit.
Oh, the wife
clip.
of the senator. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll be on that. Double loaded up.
There's a fight at a school playground in the Bronx. This is video obtained by CBS News New York showing the brawl. But police say it ended with gunshots. A bullet hitting 16-year-old Yvette Jeffrey, who was on a scooter, in the head.
The victim is a student at a nearby Morris High School. She just turned 16 last month. She should be home right now, eating dinner with her family.
Mom is absolutely inconsolable. She got the worst phone call that no parent should ever get.
It happened around 5 Monday evening outside of a multi-campus school on Home Street in the Morrisania neighborhood. City officials held a news conference.
We must find a way to make sure our babies know that they are loved, that they are supported, and that they do not have to turn to violence.
And when you look at a beautiful park like that, where the children do what children normally do, and to lose a young child, this really, it impacts us.
The mayor was quickly met with angry parents, demanding more be done for the kids in the borough, including more police on their streets.
When I heard the shots, my son was in the field. So I ran over. When I ran and I hit the corner, I seen a little girl laying on the ground. Kids can't play. They can't be kids around here.
People shooting in front of our window. had to tell the kids to get down and duck and crawl into the hallway.
Police say so far this year there were 28 shooting victims and 17 shooters in the borough, all under 18.
Shit's getting wicked out here. Innocent bystanders catching strays, man. Sad. Remember, these kids is ready to, like, they don't give a fuck about popping off now because of the fact that they can fuck around and rap about it. You understand what I'm saying? They get some more clout in the streets.
What the fuck they thinking? That shit's.
And then everything here's the shit. Like, it's not like it's a private fight. They met somewhere to, like, everybody's there. Everybody's recording. You know what
Everybody's.
I mean? Like,
that's the crazy shit. It's like y'all. That's the everybody's recording. So.
And it's too many. Everybody, and even that. Like, you going to jail. There's a lot of witnesses. Somebody gonna talk because they're not involved in that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of times
Like, so
somebody's
you-
live on Instagram, so you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just crazy. Fucking kids, man. The kids
That's why
these days.
That's why a lot of these cops now they signing off that they're able to use drones at first response to certain places. So people basically gonna be getting, a lot of people gonna be having drones flying over places, watching people.
Dog, I already thought a while ago, like I had a vision of like how the police cars of the future is gonna be them dogs, the police dogs, you know, whatever, like that they so popularized. Like those things are gonna be part of every like automated police unit in the future. You might not even have a straight up officer in every car. It's gonna be like the Tesla self-driven units. Boom. They're gonna have a dog already loaded up, so that shit like just pops out the fucking trunk or whatever on its own. It's gonna have a drone on
It's
top
gonna
of
be
the
a
car.
fucking like RoboCop. Like it show
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
RoboCop.
You gonna have a drone. The drone on top of the car gonna click into like the lights and shit. It should have popped right out the top of the fucking patrol unit. Then you got eyes that's simultaneously casting, you know what I mean, to the dog.
Yeah.
The dog will have his own drone on his back too, like a smaller one. Like if it gets to a situation where it's got to send like a FPV drone, that shit'll pop off the back of the dog, and the dog's back's got a fucking whatever tool they got, a gun or whatever they need,
You
lights.
saying they're gonna get rid of the canines? They no longer, they're gonna euthanize them. They're no longer gonna be.
No, I ain't going there, Dark. They're gonna have
Because
the dogs because they need those.
no,
like,
why? They don't need
they'll
the
work
dogs no more.
alongside.
They got the technology. They got the X-ray to see through all that shit.
Yeah, they need a
They-
scent
they-
though. I just seen the.
Nah, you don't need a scent. You
No,
don't
that's-
need a
you
scent
can't-
when
you
you
can't
got
beat that,
see
though.
through.
That's still the ultimate.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
still
you
the
can.
How?
If because I can see through shit, I can see where the coke is and the drugs. I know
Yeah,
what the shit is.
You can't see through everything, Superman. You can't see
Yes,
through
yes.
lead.
The technology can. But
Not
again,
through lead. You still can't. That's when you know you need to open that.
so the dog can sniff through lead.
Huh? Hell yeah, dog can sniff through anything. Fuck yeah, dog can sniff through lead. And what happens when you don't got no batteries? You're always gonna have that factor, that organic factor, and that's the dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna need like.
Listen, they're gonna get rid of that. They're gonna take care of those dogs. They're gonna put them
They've been
down
using
soon
dogs
too.
fucking since the beginning.
Exactly. They're gonna retire them because they're tired of putting them to
That's gonna
sleep
be
and
like
them
still
getting hurt.
in the
They're gonna be
end.
like, it's animal cruelty. They're gonna be like, look, animal cruelty. They got the technology to save all these animals, but yet they put them in the line of fire every day. Look, we lost Sergeant Buster 2 weeks ago.
No, that ain't gonna happen because you ain't gonna have. That's when you got too much fucking.
It's gonna happen,
government.
bro.
Nah,
That's
it's a new
it.
world,
It's gonna
bro.
happen. Hey, look, the government just took over Rikers Island. They said the city couldn't handle it, so the feds are stepping in.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You think
Yeah.
the administration that's rolling right now is tolerating all that weak woke shit? They don't give a
Listen,
fuck about none of that shit.
telling you exactly. That's why
That's
they're
what I'm
gonna
saying.
take
This
those
is-
dogs,
This
put
is
them to
Trump's
sleep.
America.
They're
This
gonna.
is Trump's America. They
I'm
don't.
sorry.
That's some woke shit. All right, let me see.
I'm like, sorry.
What time we got? Oh, we got some time. All right, next clip here. What's this? Oh shit!
Go! Go!
Oh false. A dude came out busting at somebody who he thought was suspicious, but it really was a DoorDash looking for directions. This is crazy.
Warning shot.
Go! Go!
Yo, that's crazy. Why he shot at him for?
His ass need to go to jail for that.
Whoa, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Dude was already leaving. That's two excessive shots, bro. If he would have killed that guy there, depending on what state, he would have been going to jail, bro. Because he already gave the warning shot. Dude already fled.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he was on your property, like you had a long ass driveway, and he was on
He
your.
might have had an acre or two, because he did go down a long dirt road. That's why he was lost or something.
Yeah, but still.
Go!
Yeah.
Go! I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun, bro.
That's just crazy.
Yo, I can't even ask for directions anymore, bro. That's crazy this world is, man. You remember that they used to have like a thing when I was at Leave It to Beaver shit, where everything was supposedly, that's the way the world was back in the day. They wanted to paint that for us. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that was the world. It was all nice. Everybody was neighborly. And like, that's bullshit.
I mean, it could be that way. It was at one point.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. That's how they depict it. That's like saying that 9/11 was the only thing that happened at that time. You understand? If you can make everything pinpointed to one thing, one event, you can erase other events.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? That's the whole point of doing these major things. So erase other events.
When I say Leave It to Beaver, this shit used to be a corny time where, you know what I'm saying? Now,
That's what the nuclear family was, and they destroyed it. They said, we don't want that anymore. We want this.
I don't know who we is, but yeah.
They in control. They.
Well, you get them the fuck out of there. It's a new day. Let's see what
I gotta go to work. What do you want me to do? I have to go to work.
You cannot get out for 66. Stop!
This impatient driver went berserk when the road was blocked off.
I gotta go.
I understand. I can't have you do that.
But I gotta
Stop. You cannot move this. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I gotta go to work. What do you want me to do? Like, I have to go to work.
You cannot get out. I can't help you with that. Please do not disturb this area.
I might have to.
Ma'am.
She's about to drive dangerously close to pedestrians enjoying a street fair.
66. Stop! Stop your car. Stop!
Excuse me.
Stop!
Excuse me, y'all. What?
Then there's a lady running down the street in a BMW. Stop! We're at 6 now.
Like, especially with all this shit that's been going on with these fire attacks. You know what I'm saying?
Stop!
The officer she hit sustained minor injuries, but law enforcement officials said they were able to detain her before she could hurt anyone else with her selfish act. Kai DeBerry Bostic was held in custody following her arrest and is now facing charges of second-degree assault and resisting arrest, along with other charges related to violating traffic laws, according to WTOP.
Public endangerment, probably hit her with some other shit.
Listen, she ain't got no job after this, after her boss saw that.
Yeah. Sometimes that even be the worst. Even if you don't get no crazy charges, like just you getting tried in public.
So think about this though, like she needed to get to work to the point that she's a shitty employee, because if she was a good employee or at least a professional, she would have been able to call and say, listen, I'm dealing with XYZ. I might not be able to make it in, or I'm gonna come in late because of this. You can talk to the cop if you think I'm lying, but this is what's going on right now.
You took a picture.
There's nothing they could do. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but the fact that she couldn't easily do that paints the whole professional picture. I gotta get to work. You might be late a lot. Sounds like you're late a lot. You understand what I'm saying? It sounds like you're late a lot. You know what I mean? Like, because again, there's nothing. Oh, you can't get through. All right. The video footage should have been the cop seeing her call her job. Listen, I can't make it here. And then if she wants to get hysterical after that, at least she went through the motion, and then her own self-control is something different from her going, I gotta go to work. Well, you know, she had to go to work, and she was probably close to getting fired anyway. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? That's my theory on that. Supposedly.
Allegedly. Supposedly. Yeah, she is tripping. And
Yeah,
maybe
she
she couldn't
bugged
get
out.
out any other way. I'm gonna give her that credit. Maybe like the other way was like, you know, what we couldn't see.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was a dead end. That was the only way to get out. That probably was the only way to get out.
Yeah. Well.
But here's the thing, though. Now, you know that this is what I'm saying. This is why it falls on her, because those street fair signs are put up a day before because they have to clear out. They tell people
All that.
to clear out.
All them people.
You understand?
This has been going on all
so
day.
they know it ain't your first annual street fair, okay?
Nah.
You understand what I'm saying? So again, this falls on her.
And you didn't wake
This
up to
falls
that
on
shit.
her. Exactly. You ain't just fly in the night before and didn't see no signs of just having to just park in your spot, not knowing nothing was going on. Nobody had nothing. Like, come on now. Stop it. Stop it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it falls on her, bro. So she ain't got to worry about having a job. She fired. She fired. Some people fired her after that, showing that you're embarrassing us. We don't want nobody to come here and show that this was you. It's hurting our business. We got to let you go.
Yeah, but I don't know, was that whole footage, was that a body cam footage from the first one when she was talking to her, or was that a cop? Do you think
Yeah, that was a cop.
he could have just stood in the way because she broke the tape in front of him and all that shit? I just would have stood there like.
Yeah, but she ran him over. She did run him over.
Oh, she did run him over a little bit.
Yeah, she said
Enough to, you know.
Yeah. He
Hard
sustained.
touch me, so, yeah.
He sustained some injuries. He scraped his knee.
That's what he should have did. He should have just sat on her. No, then they would have charged him.
Nah, you can't do all that. Nah, he did
Hop
the
on the
right
hood
thing.
car, like, you ain't going nowhere.
Nah, you can't do that. You don't pay him enough to do that. He said hop on the hood.
Just step on the hood, like when stood in
Yo,
front
check
of her.
this out. Listen. You want to buy a Corvette? Park that shit in the hood. Think shit is sweet.
Mira que es lo que estamos viviendo, mire. Mire cómo están los ladrones, mire. Mire cómo dejan ese carro, mire. Pero una vaina, mire cómo la dejaron, mire.
Where they at?
Yeah, mire.
Be in America, but it look like it could be like.
Mira que es lo que estamos viviendo, mire. Mire cómo están los ladrones, mire. Mire cómo dejan ese carro, mire. Pero una vaina, mire cómo la dejaron, mire.
That's crazy. You imagine you come up to your Corvette and your shit on crates?
Man.
Mira que es lo que estamos viviendo, mire. Mire cómo están los ladrones, mire. Mire cómo dejan ese carro, mire.
Yo, like they didn't even steal nothing inside the car. They just stole your fucking tires.
They do that shit here all the time.
Like what if they had like a whole fucking 10,000 inside the car? But these motherfuckers do like, let me get these tires. You got your shit.
They hit a
all
whole
on crates. What's more embarrassing? Would it hurt you more that they didn't take the money? You good, but now you got your money. Apparently you got money, but they took your wheels.
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck it. You got insurance. You get them shits back.
Nah, there ain't no insurance for that. There's insurance for tires.
Yeah, there's insurance for that. They didn't broke into my car. That's vandalism.
No, they break into your car. Oh, okay. So hold on. So I mean, I got full coverage. I never knew that. So they took his tires. They got to provide him with the new tires, the tires that he had before on his tires on the car.
That's
That's what I got it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, I never had no vandalism like that. So
yeah, I mean, and if somebody broke in, and you know, you can find receipts. That's why motherfuckers be like, "Hey, broke in my car, and they stole the PlayStation and all this shit. I had Christmas presents in the car, and da 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 da." It depends, you know.
Yeah.
So
but I didn't know like the tire. To me, I thought the tires was like, yeah, they got your tires, bro. Like, we'll pay a deductible, but the rest is on you, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, especially if that was like stock, you know what I mean, on your shit too.
Yeah, that's a Corvette. I mean, regardless, They stole it because they know they can
Because
make
they
money
did
off of it.
a whole dealership, one of our largest Chevy dealerships here in town. Like around Christmas or New Year's Eve or something, right when people would think they hit like 50 of their cars, like right there in broad daylight at night. Even if you'd have watched it, like they was professional, like how they would. So you'd have thought they were like, it didn't look like they was stealing. They looked like they was workers, but they got every car until you start seeing them putting cars on the ground. You'd be like, what the fuck? But they hit like, I don't know, like 50 or some shit, but like 30 of them right in front of the dealership. Took all the rims off of the these was Chevy, so it was the Camaros.
So 200 tires. 200 tires they didn't jack.
Knock rims.
That's crazy.
And they can, they're doing it at like a pit crew speed because they ain't caring about hurting the car. They just jack that.
Yeah, they know how to get the tires. Yeah, they know what they fucking doing, bro. Yeah, it's just like the motherfuckers who take the what's that shit they take under the car? The catalytic converter. Yeah, that shit.
Oh, yeah. Bro, that they are ruthless with that shit too. Like I seen a video where somebody was cutting on dude's car. He came out and it was still working. Like they didn't give a fuck. Like that's just crazy. That's just crazy.
So what happens? So they got to give you a new catalytic converter now. The insurance.
I mean, yeah, it's like vandalism on your car. So
yeah, it's vandalism. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got to.
Like I remember the reason I got the full coverage because, like they did the glass for free. Like I didn't have to pay nothing on the glass, and there was always a lot of break-ins in the cars.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like my second week having the car, like 10 cars, bro, got hit on the same block.
Yeah,
10 cars. I was like, motherfucker. Yeah. I just got my tent on the car. I was pissed. I was fucking.
I can imagine.
When it was like, oh no, I go to Safe Light, and it was cool because it was right by my job. So the girl ordered the part for me right away. I got that shit done in less than 24 hours. I ain't had to be having it because to me the worst part is having your window exposed after the fact also.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, just
because even if it's wrapped up in Reynolds wrap or however people want to do it, you can still cut through that and get in the car and vandalize it some more. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The same motherfuckers that broke into your shit be the same motherfuckers that'll do that.
Yeah.
So but yeah, man, that shit is like that now. Gotta get the insurance, get it covered. He's done. 4 wheels. Hopefully. What if he was a baller, right? Like, you know what? I'm buying this shit cash and I'm just getting the liability.
Yeah, that ain't no baller. That ain't balling. Broke balling.
I mean, right? Let's think about he balling. He be like, man, I'm just getting 4 new tires. I don't give a fuck.
Now, I'm gonna get the rims I wanted any fucking way.
Yeah, now I'll just get the more expensive rims. Thanks
a lot.
Because yo, insurance is high right now, bro. Everybody's insurance went up. I called my insurance company. I was like, "What the fuck y'all doing?" It was like, "Nah, it's all over." I called people I know all across the country. Like, "Yo, your shit? Yeah, a couple dollars. Somebody 25, 10." I was like,
"Scam, man."
Yeah, it's all a scam. That's why I tell people, listen, accidents happen. If you look at all the money you done gave to your insurance company, you could have bought probably 3 cars by now.
Make that shit worth it. Fuck it.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
I won't go in the
details. That's J-Mark, Detroit.
A college student who has lived in the U.S. since she was 4 is facing deportation. Join the club.
Check this out.
Lived in the U.S. since she was 4, is facing deportation after being pulled over in a traffic stop. 19-year-old Jimena Arias Cristobal was born in Mexico, has been detained by ICE since last week. The traffic charges have been dismissed, but she remains in ICE custody. The administration says she has to face consequences. CBS News immigration reporter Camilo Montoya Galvez traveled to Dalton and spoke to Arias Cristobal for the first time in her first interview while being in detention.
Looking at these pictures makes Taita Cristobal emotional. Her daughter came to the U.S. in 2010 when she was 4. Despite being in the U.S. illegally, she had an otherwise typical American upbringing. You're saying your daughter loves the U.S.
Yeah.
She really does not know Mexico at all.
No.
But earlier in May, Jimena Arias Cristobal was stopped by a police officer who mistakenly believed she had made an improper turn. The officer soon discovered she was driving without a license.
Have you ever been to jail?
No, sir.
Oh, you're going.
I cannot go to jail. I have my finals next weekend. My family really depends on this.
Her undocumented father was also detained in April, following a traffic stop. They're now being held in an immigration detention center in Lumpkin, Georgia. Jimena's sisters, both American citizens, fear for their mother, who also came to the U.S. illegally.
My family's a good family. They're not criminals. They might have came here illegally, but they came here to fulfill their dreams.
Jimena calls home daily from detention. We were there when she called on Mother's Day.
I think the hardest part is being ripped away from each other.
Even here, in a deep red Georgia district represented by immigration hardliner Marjorie Taylor Greene, the case makes many uneasy. Georgia state lawmaker Casey Carpenter is a Republican who represents Dalton.
There's been an uprising of heartbreak for our community because, you know, a lot of people felt like we were going after the hard criminals, and unfortunately, good people are getting caught in the wash on this issue.
What scares you the most?
Not being able to stay in the United States after I've lived here my whole entire life. My life is here and I'm scared I'm going to have to start all over again in the country that I don't know.
Despite the dismissed traffic charges against Jimena Arias Cristobal, the Department of Homeland Security said in a statement that the facts in this case have not changed. The department says that she and her father are in this country illegally and they have to face the consequences.
Consequences, bro.
Damn.
Listen, you heard what she said? She goes, my family's a good family. They're not criminals. Yeah, they came in this country illegally. Yeah, that's what you heard right there. That's where it happened. They broke the law.
I feel sorry for them people, though.
But what's really fucked up, let's just keep it real, that we're all fucking immigrants.
I mean, that too, but just all
That's
that
the fucked up part. That's the fucked up part. That's what I'm saying. Like, you take this shit back to back in the day, and it's just so crazy how you still trying to stop people. And here's the thing. Now, if it was so illegal in the first place, because it's always been illegal, it wasn't like it was legal, right? How the fuck did she get able to be enrolled in school and go to college?
Yeah.
How did she get a social security number? I know she didn't have a license, so that means she didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, I wondered. Yeah, I mean, well, you don't gotta have some of those to, you know, to go to school because she's been going. She's in college, so she's been here since went to all her school years since she was 4.
But that's what I'm saying. How can she be able to go to school if she's illegal? She don't got no paperwork.
Well, no, because in the beginning, right? In the beginning,
don't they need birth certificates and shit to sign people up to verify their age? To
well, I'm saying,
yeah.
But you still can get all that shit without there. You know, I know people
illegally. That's what I'm trying to say.
So I know.
So that's more forged documentation.
I personally,
which means
somebody that came here,
they broke the law.
They overstayed their visa, so they didn't come here illegally though. But they overstayed the visa. I don't know if
but they broke the law by staying.
Yeah, by staying, and then, but she still got a driver's license and all that shit in New Jersey, all that shit. Fucking, I'm like, I was surprised when she got a license. I got a license now. I'm like, bullshit. Showed me that shit. I said, whoa.
Yeah, and again, that becomes the problem when you give access.
Well, really, it's because, you know, it's the systems don't talk to each other. That's all it really is.
I mean, they all run by the same government, regardless.
No, they're not. State government and local and fucking feds is 2 different worlds, bro. I mean, eventually that shit traces back, but that's, you know, to answer your question, how did she be able to do that? Because one is federal and then the other one's state. And really fundamentally how we're set up, you know, it's made that way because, you know, states' rights versus feds' rights. And that immigration shit is a federal thing. And really between every state, they got a different, you know, agreement, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just up to the...
It's over.
It's over for them.
They got her. They got her dad too. Like, it's another thing. You don't think it's a coincidence? They got her father, then they got her. Like, they don't know who his kids are.
No,
they don't know where she lives in the area. You know what I'm saying?
No, it said it got her. She was in the car with them.
No. She said they got the father like earlier, a couple of months ago.
I thought it said
she was in a car. She was driving a car. The cop pulled her over because he mistakenly thought she did a traffic, broke a traffic law.
I thought it said
But
her dad was in the car with
she
her.
would dad wasn't in the car. Her dad got caught up before that. That's what I'm saying. Don't you think that's crazy?
Oh, then they was targeting her then.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like the dad, they must have interviewed him. Like, yo, well, who else? Remember, they said she had 2 sisters that were American citizens.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So they could have probably interrogated. Nobody knows what's going on. Probably some Guantanamo Bay shit going on over there. Tell us where the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? You're already here. You're already going over there. You want to go over there by yourself? Tell us who else don't got their green card. Who's here illegally? And they waterboard them. He's like, my daughter, Esperanza. That's it. Now they got Esperanza, bro. They got her. She about to get deported. Now, here's another thing. She could never go back and forth and visit her family because she would have never got to come back. You understand what I'm saying? Right? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, see what happens, man. Right now they on a mission. Good citizen, bad citizen, or shall we say, good person, bad person. If you are illegal, they are going to fucking lock you up. They're gonna put you away, man. Be careful out there.
That's just, it's fucked up. That's fucked up. But it's still, I don't know. I don't know how you handle it, this situation, because it's a lot of them cases like that. The good people, she been here all her shits. I mean, like I said,
they're already targeting the mom because they said the mom is illegal, so they're going to get the mom.
They own that. They own her next.
They're going to get the mom.
Was their mama right there with her in the interview?
Yeah, exactly. They're going to get the mom. They're going to get the paperwork. They're going to knock on the door. They're going to take her too.
Yeah. Put this last clip here. I had to go past one graphic park, so I think that will get us fucking hit. But let's see. Somebody practical foul. It looked like one of them soccer game shits. Is that what that was at?
The soccer game. Somebody drove through where the fans were, and he actually ran over some people. So in the beginning of that footage, there was people all bloodied up.
No, I saw that. Yeah, it was like quite. Yeah, I was about
to play
let
the people know.
Somebody underneath the car like that rolled good.
Listen, that's what listen. From what I'm seeing in YouTube, I'm seeing that reviews are all fair game.
Yes, they are. If because I watch a lot of shit, I'd be like, bro, this shit's graphic as fuck. How the fuck do they get away with it? Da, 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 da. Some of them be unmonetized, like some of the cop videos. That people be like, yeah, due to what we cover, they be soliciting for money because they know they don't get this unmonetized channel because it has graphic violence consistently, but they don't get flagged because they're adding commentary, news, like whatever that little statement says, like what I'm reading right now. However, I see some channels that got emotion don't get fucked with, where little channels, like I posted something that I seen from another channel and it posted me for violence, but I'm like, I pulled this from another channel that already had it for like months. And it wasn't even crazy. It was somebody that fucking got caught stealing in the store and the owner just slapped him up. That's all it was. It wasn't even like no bloodshed, no nothing. Just a thief getting caught and getting beat down like a little bit. It was like, I got fucking suspended for that shit. So
what up, Tony? What's going on?
What up, Tony? Hernandez in the building.
He said, hold the glaze. Oh man, it's shit. Yo, listen, everybody, stay tuned tonight. when J Maul gets his feelings hurt because Boston is gonna get sent home packing their bags on the Greyhound bus. They're gonna be on the matter of fact, we're gonna make it more eventful for them. We're gonna put them on the Peter Pan. It's green. All the way to Boston from Port Authority, we're gonna put them on the bus. You know what I'm saying? It's over tonight. Stay tuned for the Knicks. Take it to the championship. We're gonna be there. We're gonna send Mark home crying. He's gonna rip up his Larry Bird jersey after the night. Okay. He's gonna be like, Bird, I couldn't believe it. It's all Jason Tatum's fault.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
See y'all on Monday.
Yeah, man. Stay up, man. Enjoy your weekend, man. Jays in the morning. No one morning show in the Polyverse, man. We out of here.
Peace.